chiropractic college when I started my undergraduate work back in 1972. I never would have thought that I'd be talking to a group of fine people like you and say to you, don't drink the water. You know, when you go to Mexico, they tell you, don't drink the water. Well, you can say, well, Dr. Bob, I thought you were supposed to drink water. You are supposed to drink water. I would not drink tap water. I would drink pure water. Because they've done studies here on the East Coast. Your water has chemicals in it. Now, I'm not saying this to be silly, but you know the average glass of water has been through 6 toilets. I know, that means when Tim over there went and peed a little bit earlier ago, his pee went into the water. And over time, all of you go to the bathroom. I mean, we do go to the bathroom, don't we? Do you think that the municipal plants in this area are equipped to process all the medication and all the food that you're eating? No. Why do you think we have such a huge problem going on today? Because we don't drink pure water. The seriousness of it is if you have too much estrogen, you can get breast cancer. You know that 95% of all breast cancer is because of too much estrogen. How do you know if you have too much estrogen? You have tender breasts and you have a heavy menstrual flow. Very common. Now there's something else that we find with women that have too much estrogen, and men, by the way. There's little red bumps that you would have on your breasts or on your abdomen. They're called cherry hemangiomas. Now, you don't want cherry hemangiomas. Cherry hemangiomas, so turn your attention up here. This is an oil filter. And any of you that are 45 years and old remember, this is a Fram oil filter. And the advertisement used to say, you can pay me now or pay me later. You wonder where the yellow went when you brush your teeth with? Now, all those people were born in the 1960s. Okay? You see or less. So most of you didn't even know there was something called Pepsodent for all of them. Okay? So anyways, let's get back to the story here. Well, this is your liver. It's not really your liver. It's an oil filter. It's right here in your body. This is the most important organ in your body, right here. It's your liver. If you have varicose veins, spider veins, or hemorrhoids, it could be because you have a congested liver. Now, this is serious. Everything I say tonight is very serious. I had somebody in my life last week that couldn't participate with an event that my wife and I were doing because her daughter, you ready for this, is going to really grab you, no pun intended, her daughter had emergency hemorrhoid surgery. Did you ever hear of such a thing? Emergency hemorrhoid surgery. Now, I'm not saying that she needed to or she didn't, but if they fixed her hemorrhoids and if they didn't talk to her about this, guess what's going to come back? You guys are a smart group. Now watch, here's why. Are you ready? Say yes. The blood goes through your legs, up through your liver, on the way to your heart. Smart group. So if you have varicose veins or hemorrhoids, that's a sign that you have a plugged up liver. Very good, class. Now, the next thing, this is a test question, by the way. The liver is the storehouse for vitamins A, D, E, and K. The liver is the storehouse for vitamins A, D, E, and K. You want your liver functioning optimally because it gets rid of the extra estrogen. Now let me share a very significant piece of physiology. Ladies, if you have a heavy menstrual flow and they want to cauterize the inside of your uterus, that's called ablation. Ablation does not get to the root cause of the problem. Ablation cauterizes the inside of your uterus so you don't have a heavy menstrual flow anymore. You want to get to the cause of the problem. My wife and I have our own TV program in Cleveland. And in a couple of weeks, we're going to have this video posted on our website. One of our patients who was diagnosed with cancer like in 2005 and 6, breast cancer, before she heard me speak a few times after she went through some procedures. But what happened was that she had some significance on her right breast. So they went in and they did a biopsy. They ended up doing a lumpectomy. When they went and did the lumpectomy, they said to her, we didn't get it all. There's some traces of the cancer. So guess what they did? They took her breast off. So then they wanted to put her on a medication. And I'm not telling any of you to or not to take your medication. I'm just trying to teach you some things. They wanted to put her on another medication that stops the breast cancer from coming back. But that same medication couldn't cause uterus cancer. So she heard me speak, and I said a few things. And one of the things was, do you have cold hands and cold feet and constipation and a few other items that have to do with thyroid? And she had all those. Well, I have a friend of mine, we talked about this in our female hormone book, that if there's patterns, and there's something called the breast cancer pattern, and one of them happens to be cold hands and cold feet and constipation. Having cold hands and cold feet and constipation tells me that your liver is going to be compromised. So she made the wise choice to make lifestyle changes. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you've done until March 19th is why your body is the way that it is. But you can start all over tomorrow because the liver and everything else can heal itself.